Hi, I'm Kate Johnston, a library technical assistant at Kirkland Library, and I'm going to talk with you today about document translation tools in Gale databases. I'll start with an introduction, then move into why this is important to meet King County Library System mission and value statements. Then I'll go straight into a demonstration of the text translation and audio translation. We'll talk at the end about why these matter, and then some additional questions and resources. First, why use Gale opposing viewpoints as my example? Well, the tools, which can help with our ever-increasing diverse patron base, are available in every Gale database we subscribe to. Opposing viewpoints is one of the most popular of these databases, and it gets a lot of use for school assignments. It's a good starting point for topic research, as it provides both sides of an issue, and the documents have been vetted by the Gale editors. Who can access these online databases? Well, anyone with a valid King County Library System card. It can be an all-access card, an e-card, or even the student cards that most of our school districts use. They can access the databases from home using a computer or a mobile device, so it's a great resource to use when providing reference help over the phone, over chat, over email, as we're really doing during this pandemic. It also meets the goals of both the KCLS mission and its values. We're providing balanced information to our patrons. You can see I've highlighted some of the values on this slide, and the translation tools meet all of these. And I think Opposing Viewpoints database particularly speaks to intellectual freedom, as it provides open access to different perspectives. And with the pandemic, we need to make sure that we're really focusing on that. So next, let's start a demonstration, and I'll be focusing on this toolbar, which is where those translation tools are found. Hi, let's start the demonstration by looking at a current topic of interest. We're already in the Gale and Context Opposing Viewpoints database, and I've chosen the topic overview for voting laws. It's a hot topic this year. It's important to know that the translation tool works on text documents. So viewpoints, magazines, news, academic journals, but it's not going to be useful for infographics, images, videos, and other audio. But you will be able to do both text and audio on most items that are text-based. So it's important to note that translation, Gale databases can translate in up to 39 different languages other than English. 15 of those 39 languages correspond to world languages in the King County Library System collection. There's a few notable ones that are missing. Somali and Tagalog aren't in that list, as well as several of our Indian and Pakistani languages. So we might not be able to help all of our patrons, but a good portion of them. It's very easy to translate a document. Say a patron has called or emailed or is on chat and wants to know about voting laws, but English isn't their first language. They feel much more comfortable reading this information in Spanish. Okay, go up to the Translate button here in the left corner, select Spanish from the drop-down list. It's alphabetical, and you'll see a preview of the translation. Click Complete Translation, and you'll see the disclaimer language that it's been translated. This is a machine translation, so it may not be completely accurate, but it is going to be more accurate than if I tried to translate something into Spanish using, Google Translate, for instance. Now you'll see that the document has been translated into Spanish. The only thing as you scroll down that remains in English completely is the source citation. So be forewarned that that source citation doesn't change. You can also print or copy to a PDF this document, and it will be in Spanish. So that's a wonderful thing to use as well. And all you have to do is that print button. Now I'm going to go back to our original language to demonstrate the audio so that you can see settings. This sound icon to the right, if you tap on it, you can hear the document read aloud, or you can even select a paragraph or portions of the document, and then those will be read aloud. Only some of the language translations are set up to allow listening. So 22 of those 39 languages we talked about earlier allow for voice translation, and 11 of those are King County World languages. Key languages that are missing for our region are Hebrew, Persian, Ukrainian, and Vietnamese. But again, those at least have written. You just won't have the ability to also do audio when you're in those languages. And of course, it's available in English as well. You can click the settings button to change the speed, which is defaulted to medium. You can go slower or faster. You can enhance text visibility, the color, highlighting options as the document is being read. All of that is really fantastic. And then you can also download with the download arrow here as an MP3. So that can be in English or the translated language. So why is using translation tools important? Well, translation of information can be vital for many of our patrons. English could be a second language. They could be more comfortable learning about complicated and sometimes emotional issues in their primary language, and that can get at those opposing viewpoints topics. We don't know how accurate the translation is, but we're at least providing an option for that diverse population. Don't worry about trying to remember all of the different language options. The next two slides will show a list, and you'll be able to print those out because the slide deck and video will be posted on our database training page on the intranet. With audio translation, some learners retain information better through listening rather than reading. That can apply to anyone. Still, other patrons may be experiencing diminished visual ability. Listening to a resource can be a way for them to still receive information. You can also choose to listen to only part of that document by highlighting the text, so that's also an option when you don't want to listen to the entire thing. Remember, these tools aren't just available in opposing viewpoints. You can use them in any of the Gale databases we have. Here's the list of 15 languages from our set of world languages that are available in the Gale databases, and I've marked which ones have audio as well. And then here's all of the 39 languages for translation. And again, an asterisk is next to those that also allow for audio translation. Again, don't worry about remembering these. You'll have access to these slides after the presentation. So I hope this information was useful. If you have additional questions, see the databases training page on the intranet. I've provided the link here. You can also send questions directly to me. My email is listed right here, kmjohnston@kcls.org. I'd love to hear any suggestions you have, questions, or even thoughts about other things we can highlight. I hope this was helpful, and have a great day.